Then also, thirdly, David passed on a legacy of godly counsel and admonition, even on his deathbed. You find this in 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 1, where David charges his son Solomon to be strong, therefore, and prove yourself a man. Imagine hearing that as a 20-year-old man from your dying father. Be strong, prove yourself a man. But he goes beyond that. David also admonishes Solomon to keep the written word of God. You know, even an unbeliever could tell his son, prove yourself a man, be strong. But David goes beyond that. And he says, keep the charge of the Lord your God to walk in His ways, to keep His statutes, His commandments, His judgments, and His testimonies as it is written in the law of Moses. Solomon, don't pretend you know God's will. Don't make up your plans, then say, I prayed about it, it's God's will. As it is written in the Word of God. This is a powerful testimony to a young man from his dying father. How weighty were those words? You know, by the grace of God, I've only officiated a few funerals in the last 5.5 years as minister. But I think in every funeral I've said something like this. If your beloved departed one could speak to you now, they would say, and then give some charge. But what are those things that we should say now? Before we've departed, before a minister has to speak for us from the other side of the grave? Are there things that we, like David, need to speak to our sons, to our daughters, to our neighbors? David passed on a legacy of godly counsel and admonition.